Hello, dear friends, and people who love the truth, who want to reason very well before talking or acting. This is Emeka Livingstone. I'm making this broadcast because of there's a dangerous trend that is taking place and we have to stop it. And it is titled, That Prison Visit by Bishop Ikechukwu, Matters Arising. Recently, a man of God, is a bishop, was interviewed, I think, by, is it Arise News or something like that? He said he went to visit Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Commendable. Because people's eyes are beginning to open. They're waking up. Now, what I'm trying to react, because when they were interviewing him, there were comments he made. I was a little bit uneasy. I wasn't comfortable. Then he has now come out to make comments in his church. Then he was talking, and I now saw all those things that I worried about coming forth. Before I address his issue, I want to talk about the blogger who presented him. You know, these bloggers, the blogger said, Nigerians, come and hear this man has exposed Nnamdi Kanu. You know, sometimes this, we know that English language is not our language. English is not our native tongue. So sometimes we should try a little bit, as much as possible, to be careful how we present some words so that we don't get misunderstood. When you say somebody is exposed, ordinarily it inclines towards looking at possibly the dark side of somebody or some secrets that he has. So you come out now to expose it. So what people normally, based on the way our mindset is programmed, it is understood that when you say somebody is being exposed, it is bad deeds. We don't expect to hear anything good. So that was where he started, and the problem started coming. So I want to correct him in the first place. Nnamdi Kanu is not being exposed by the bishop who visited him. So you know, these bloggers, they just want to make money. They're content creators. And they don't even make sense of the words they speak when talking to the public. They just want to present. They make money from every side. I went and checked him. He has about 966,000 followers. So the thing is, whether Nigeria wins or Nnamdi Kanu wins, he'll present and then make money from it. You know, any side that seems to be winning, they cannot analyze things. They cannot bring out their own opinion. They just present you something and they make money. Okay? So now let's put him aside because he's a content creator. It's not somebody who can, you know, those people, they just want to make money. Now, let's look at Bishop Ikechukwu. He said he went to see Nnamdi Kanu. I'm talking from my phone. If I was using my laptop, I would have opened everything for you to see. Then I'll begin to argue his points. That people were reluctant to go and see him. So he decided to go and see him. As if nobody wanted to go and see him. So when he went and saw Nnamdi Kanu, he said he had the young man. Nnamdi Kanu is 57 years old. So you be very careful when you talk about this, your young man stuff. A man in his 57. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu is an old man, but you address him with respect. So I heard the man. I heard the gentleman. So first of all, I fought that comment. I heard the young man. I don't know how old that bishop is. Whether he's older than Nnamdi Kanu, and if he's older, he wouldn't be more than 3 years older than him. So then he started talking that if Igbo politicians had listened to Nnamdi Kanu, this thing would have come out in a better way. And that why he's saying part of his conversation was he listened to Nnamdi Kanu, heard the young man's problems, that it was when he came to the young man, he saw a different thing he didn't see before. We've been telling them. And then that this thing can be followed. He started begging that the governor should come, Hope Uzodinma should come. Let them talk with Nnamdi Kanu. He was advising Nnamdi Kanu to discuss with certain Eastern governors. He was begging them to go and see him so that Nnamdi Kanu can come out a better man. What an insult. What the thing they way me way, what a nonsense comment. So the impression, he said that IPOB that IPOB should have dialogue with the leaders in the Southeast or the federal government, that if a child does bad thing, you bring him closer, ask him what's your problem. Did IPOB do anything evil? So I begin to see the man. He's creating the impression that he wants peace, but he waters down every effort, every strength, and all the lives that were lost, all the humiliation, killings. He's not asking for justice. Listen, don't get me wrong. Somebody come out and say, after all, Pastor Michael Livingstone, you are not the one in detention. He's trying to bring Nnamdi Kanu out. Did Nnamdi Kanu tell you that he wants you to bring him out? If Nnamdi Kanu says it today, that this is what he wants, I will do it. But the man is resolute. He knows what he's looking for. Jesus had to go to the cross to die. I'm not saying they should kill Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not going to kill him anything. God will keep him. Jesus had to go to cross. If Jesus had met a man like this, this bishop or whatever, he would have advised bishop on the way to follow it with the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the Roman soldiers, so that we can, collectively handle this thing with wisdom. And then the purpose why God sent Jesus would have been defeated. Does this man not know that Nnamdi Kanu had meeting with governors? And they asked him, he told them what he wanted. Upstairs, there was another governor and politician that were up there. They asked him, do we go up? He said, I don't need to go up to see them. I've given you what I want for our people. We need good roads. Open the bridges, the seaports. Today, the government is talking about shifting this thing from Lagos to Warri, which is good, because the Yorubas have acted so arrogantly, so much that suddenly the thing is shifting, so that they too can do their own importation. Nnamdi Kanu told them, they're just implementing part of it now in Warri. He said, open Warri port, open that of Port Harcourt. Calabar is an export processing. So does it mean this bishop didn't hear all these things? And I become nonsense. That meet the governors. You should move to Hope Uzodinma. Doesn't he know that Hope Uzodinma brought in people to kill our people in Biafra land? Oh no, Maggie. Is he not aware that what brought about insecurity in the Southeast, it was Buhari? Buhari that brought in Boko Haram members and Mieti Allah into Igbo land. When Nnamdi Kanu formed ESN as vigilante group, they drove them away. Buhari felt insulted. Buhari gave Mieti Allah 100 billion. Buhari used Devil Umahi and Hope Uzodinjo to bring in terrorists into Igbo land using a babago. Does Bishop Ikechukwu Onemaho in Akweri? You are giving the impression you were a good person. You don't condemn anybody. You believe that God told you. You went and saw Nnamdi Kanu. You prayed with him. And you listened to the young man. Emaloki here. Emale here very well. That's Naiga Gami Nnamdi Kanu. You listened to the young man. Saw his grievances. You don't know the grievances the Igbos are fetching. You don't know. That you went to see Nnamdi Kanu does not give you any, it does not make the Biafran struggle to be better, or Nnamdi Kanu's situation to be better. It doesn't. You're only going to see credibility, to be recorded as one of those that went to see Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto. And when you went to see Nnamdi Kanu, will not tell you no, that you should not see him. You know whom he is. He loves his people. Nnamdi Kanu has never advocated for violence. He will always sue for peace. Said, dude, Nnamdi Kanu advocated for Muslims who were held in detention, 2015. Nnamdi Kanu told you that the Hausas have been emasculated by the Fulanis and warned the Yorubas not to support the Fulanis. They are invariably selling their land to them in future. It has happened. Where has Nnamdi Kanu heard? Him and these Igbo politicians and leaders, because that man and the man was advocating for one Nigeria. I have told you, Nnamdi Kanu first said it, but I'm saying it based on personal conviction. If you are a believer, born again Christian, and you still believe in one Nigeria, I question your faith. You are an evil person. Nigeria is not workable. Amadu Bello or whatever, or Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe, all of them made comments. It's not workable. When Tinubu was still in Nadeko, he spoke against one Nigeria. It's just because they're benefiting. You are begging President Tinubu to do what? Didn't you hear that Tinubu, the Nigerian government gave Nnamdi Kanu 800 billion naira? He said, no, I don't need the money. I want freedom for my people. He wants freedom for you, Bishop. Nnamdi Kanu wants freedom for you and your children because they have not attacked your wife. Because your church is still standing, you are eating. You gotta. So I want you people to understand, these people don't have the interest of Igbo at heart. He's trying to create an impression now that he's a mediator. And he becomes popular. He posts it on Facebook. Everybody knows him. And then he has begged the Hope Uzodinma, telling him that he's the most senior governor. Hope Uzodinma was a 419 man. Before, George Obiozor took Hope Uzodinma to the north to introduce him. From there, he became governor. He did not win the election. They removed 1, 2, 3 persons. The man that won 2 other contestants that came second and third and brought in Hope Uzodinma. This man never got up to ask, why did that thing happen? Does this bishop not know that Hope Uzodinma himself has said that IPOB is not involved in the killing of Ahmed Gulak, in the killing of people in Imo State? Why is he coming to say now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have been better? That means Nnamdi Kanu is not, he had a problem. So if they have followed the wisdom, I'm a pastor, that guy may not be older than me. It is not having too many members in the church that makes you a good man of God before the Lord. Because for all the members you have had, it's giving you money, it's paying your bills, you buy your car, you live very well at their expense. Most of them are still very poor, you are doing fine, you have some rich members. That does not give you anything before God's presence. Because you cannot tell me where people are being killed, injustice is being done. Somebody came out to speak against it. Nnamdi Kanu did not carry arms. He spoke against evil. But Mieti Allah people, sorry, Fulani terrorists are now coming out negotiating that they should be included in the constitution, make provision for them. Having killed many, this man is a wicked man. He has no feelings for people who have been killed. Even Oshomole, Ashimolowo, who came out openly and said that there's Christian genocide in Nigeria is better than him. The one Yoruba young man who was a president of, I don't know whether Dubai Youth or something, he came out and said, look, there's nothing that Nnamdi Kanu has done. No evil. Why is this man saying this thing? This man is saying this thing to create the impression that Nnamdi Kanu didn't handle it well. At the end of the day, we'll drop Biafra now. Because the whole contention is Biafra. If it is to do what they want to do, Nnamdi Kanu will collect money. The first time when he was locked up, they gave him money, he refused. They promised him position, he refused. Because he's fighting for his people. Not many people are like Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, I'm not singing praise to Onyendu. I am saying the truth. Somebody told me here, okay, Terry, he said, as old as you are still vomiting nonsense. Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB killed thousands of Igbos, and you are pretending. Have you seen it? This one, I hear, okay, Terry. Nnamdi Kanu did not do any evil to anybody. Go and hear a lot of his broadcasts. He was opening the eyes of Nigeria. In fact, at the early stage, Nnamdi Kanu fought for one Nigeria. They went to Britain, they went to London and protested that the Nigerian government is trying to destroy the country. When we had come to the level where we realized that it was no longer going to work, he began to advocate that let Biafrans go, let the Yorubas go, let the Middle Belt go, let the Hausa go, let the Fulanis go. Maybe at those individual level, we can develop and do better. We can develop and do better. We can develop and do better. I heard him make a broadcast that the Yorubas are in Togo, Benin Republic and Nigeria. And the Yoruba in Benin Republic and Togo speak French. The Yoruba in Nigeria speak English. And Yoruba in Ghana speak English. But they also speak Yoruba as a language, one common language. The question is, why can't the Yorubas in Benin and Togo, as Yorubas between themselves, why don't we join our brothers in Nigeria and be one? We speak the same language. He told them that it's because you have been deceived by the British people. Where has Nnamdi Kanu heard? What he said is coming to pass. And this man was advocating for one Nigeria. That means Nnamdi Kanu should jettison the cost for Biafra. It's for the killing of Biafrans, because brought about the civil war. The genocide against Biafrans. And the thing has continued till today. And Nnamdi Kanu is talking. You saw the judgment given against Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law. You, Bishop Ike, know that it is wrong. Why are you trying to give yourself out as being nice, being reasonable? No peace. That is no peace. That your peace is the peace that makes your people slaves and subjugate them to total emasculation in future. You don't know? This Bishop Ikechukwu is not a Biafran. He doesn't even know. He's still eating, chopping very well in his... Because if his church has been attacked by the Fulanis and probably killed his members, took his mother or his wife, go and brutalize her, maybe carry the bishop himself in his presence, sleep with his wife, rape her very well and drop her. And at the end of the day, ask a ransom for it. When he comes out, he will confess on that thing. Has this bishop ever contributed to Nnamdi Kanu's cause? Before he was jailed wrongly, did the bishop come out to join those who were protesting? It is the foreigners who are speaking on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, saying that the man's hands are clean. But this man has come, and I saw some Biafrans sending him thumbs up, somewhere telling him God will bless you because you don't possess information. Like this fool who is here, this Oge Terry. This idiot that is here, that Nnamdi Kanu came out and is fighting. This vagabond is making comments. Even America, the reason why, listen, the reason why the Fulani headsmen and terrorists have their way in Nigeria among all the nations was because they had the backing of the federal government. Since the federal government pulled out because America threatened them, what happened? You are hearing now that they are killing them. They went to Sokoto State. The vigilantes apprehended them, killed 3. 2 were arrested. Formerly, they will just come and kill people because the federal government will back them up. If you try to apprehend them, the federal government will lock you up. So since Donald Trump spoke, Tinubu has now brought out the names of those involved in terrorism. He gave their names, about 15. And then the former chief of, what is it, defense staff or whatever, the guy that was sacked before the other man was brought in. He was a criminal, a terrorist. America insisted he should go. If America hadn't insisted, Tinubu would have kept him. Those are the problems of Nigeria. And we have looked at it and said, we cannot, there's a corruption that is endemic in the Nigerian system. If it continues as a nation, that corruption will never end. And destruction. Listen, if anybody praying that you don't want Nigeria to be destroyed, if Nigeria keeps standing, it means destruction of lives and properties. It means even Christians who are born again, you don't know, Bishop. If they carry your member, girls in your church, who have kept themselves, they don't want to sleep with any man. They want to serve God until they get married. And then they come to your church and catch those girls. 15, 20, 30 of them. Go to the bush and sleep with them all through. And then maybe put them inside a place where they sleep with them repeatedly and they become pregnant. Those girls, after 5 months with no rescue, will begin to love those men. They will convert to Islam. You are talking nonsense. If you don't stop this, this politician will play. Stop. That's the point. That's why when people look at you, they cannot trust you that you can. If there's a case now in the church, you will not handle it very well. You want to tell the man who was hurt, don't worry about it. God will take care of you. Let me pray for you. I spoke to the young man, he understood, and I blessed him. Akoko. Nnamdi Kanu will allow you to come and see him, because if he doesn't allow you, the impression that they will get, detractors, is that the man doesn't want peace. That even a bishop that went to see him, he did not give him audience. You go out to speak like that. Even you go out to speak like that. He had to listen to you. That doesn't mean that you are more intelligent than Nnamdi Kanu, or you convinced him. He met with the governors. It didn't work. He presented his case. Omotosho, show me the law. Ikechukwu, show me the law. You are somewhere siding Omotosho now. by your subtlety. You did not see what happened in the court. The whole world is speaking against it. You are telling Nnamdi Kanu to go and liaise with the governors and see whether they can do it better. In the churches where you have so many members, yet none of them is grounded in the faith. None of them can process the truth and speak it. None of them has the love of God in them. It is evil, 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 just like you are. You are a bishop. Uno make here royante, not hemu. And it is the truth. Nnamdi Kanu may have listened to you talk. When you start vomiting all your rank, you go. He won't say no. But he has a vision. There's a vision God gave him. Nnamdi Kanu, he never carried arms, never shot anybody, never instigated anybody to shoot anybody. Nobody came out and said Nnamdi Kanu instigated him to kill people. The people who kill people. In fact, Tinubu has spoken more evil. And nobody killed him. Gumi is speaking his own. Nobody's killing him. Are you not ashamed of yourself to come out and start? If you had come out and told governors that you are not going to see Nnamdi Kanu, you people are wicked people. You can't say it because they'll close down your church. The governors are wicked. They're evil. Dave Umahi is evil. Dave Umahi made many Ebonyi citizens to become Muslims today. Are you not aware? Are you not aware? You are not helping matters. Stop this your talk. You are a bishop and you are talking trash. You are being very, very economical with the truth and you are being a coward. The Yorubas are boldly telling the Nigerian government that what you are doing to this man, have you heard Sowore? It doesn't mean words. He's telling you openly. Which Igbo politician came out in defense of Nnamdi Kanu before this judgment? There was enough time we kept talking. No governor came out to come and rally around him. Yes. As a man of God, Niputani Bishop, no game of Sorunde Gaga Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, you are among them. Then you gain popularity and movement. You know, some Igbos are very useless in the way they think. A lot of them are giving you thumbs up because they didn't process the information very well in their minds. Tinubu's government is shaking. Donald Trump never said he's going to overthrow the government of Nigeria. He said he's going to take out all the bandits and terrorists in Nigeria. That's what he said. It was going to start from the north. And Tinubu knows that Donald Trump has information. If he begins to take them out, he's going to name him. He's going to name Shetima. He's going to name Nuhu Ribadu. He's going to name Nasser El-Rufai. He's going to name them. And you know what they will do to them? They'll take them out. They will arrest them. Why don't you go and advise Donald Trump that he should use wisdom and come and handle this matter so that Nigeria will remain? That you have many members does not even make you a true man of God. Because Mahatma Gandhi has a lot of followers. People of other faiths have a lot. The Islamic faith, Gumi has lots of followers. So it's not the issue. And then this man, the governor of Abia State, went to visit Nnamdi Kanu. Did you see? It's very suspicious because election is around the corner. That was how Soludo did. That was what Soludo did to gain this election. After that, what happened? He can't go Chinyere, using Nnamdi Kanu to rise up to the Senate. Peter Obi. You see? They all want to use what look, Otis from my place, so I'm an Arrow man. Before Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly sentenced, what did Oti do? Couldn't he have mobilized the governor or come out openly to speak? The day Nnamdi Kanu was in court, why didn't Oti come there to stay? When the Omoto Show was refusing Nnamdi Kanu his right to make his presentation, why didn't Oti come out to tell them after that judgment that what he did was wrong, should have allowed the man, that we shall go to court? I am going to finance it for Nnamdi Kanu. He just went to visit Nnamdi Kanu, from there go to see Tinubu. It will amount to nothing. Nothing. Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for amnesty. You only ask for amnesty if you committed a crime and you are guilty. So you're asking government to show you mercy because of your rebellion. Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for amnesty. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be telling Maxwell Okwara and that one thing and begin to tell this guy, Bishop Ike, another thing. No! The person we are listening to now is Michael Okwara. We are not asking for war or want to kill people. They have even killed us so much. We are asking for a right. And if you don't stand by it till the end, you will fail. They put this guy who was really under that pressure and he capitulated. Nnamdi Kanu has refused. As of now, they have given him 800 billion naira. That's what we heard. So if 800 billion naira is what Nnamdi Kanu is considering, if he collects it, he will live comfortably all the rest of his life. He's fighting for you and myself. Even this bastard here, they call Oge, Terry. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for you. One day, I'm telling you, the Fulani guys will catch you. They will kidnap you. One day, you'll be a victim. One day, the best thing for you to do is don't travel out. Because if you travel out, you might run into their hands. These are people that work with Ijele, or they call Udele. They keep talking nonsense and rubbish. One other young lady that comes out to talk rubbish. Nnamdi Kanu has lost his father and his mother. It was Nigerian government that killed the members of his family, people that were there, by their action. Nnamdi Kanu has never fired a bullet. Nnamdi Kanu has always asked for referendum, suing for peace, peaceful demonstration. They killed our boys. Okay, Terry. Chineke ga George again. He's asking for your good, for my own good. Even the international community is against what Omotosho did. And you see a bishop coming out to talk trash. That he's a wise man. I met the young man. I spoke with him. I prayed for him. I believe he understands me. You are a sellout, oh. I know the government, Nigerian government, Opus Odima and Co. can use you to be a go-between and begin to see yourself tomorrow as a mediator. Allow God to do his things. If you are a man of God, stop interfering. If you went to see Nnamdi Kanu, go on your personal level to hear him out. And it's quite unfortunate you're only hearing Nnamdi Kanu out while he's in prison. You should have heard him out all the while he's been around talking when he has not been kidnapped. You didn't hear him. You've not heard him. I don't need to see Nnamdi Kanu face to face to hear him. I've heard him enough. I've heard him already. His posts are everywhere. Convincingly. I don't need to go to Sokoto to hear him afresh. I'm only going to see him in solidarity. Because he's my brother. And he's our leader. I don't believe that what the governor of Abia State went to see Nnamdi Kanu is for the interest of Biafra. I don't believe it. Or it's for the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Or for truth and justice to prevail. I don't believe it. He might be doing a good job in Abia State. He's being careful the way he's moving. It's neither here nor there. He says he was a Biafran before being a Nigerian. That's a general comment. We want to see you more direct. More direct. The governor of Akwa Ibom State has declared the month of May as a national day for, I think, 30th of May for Biafrans. I need to see the governor of Abia State tell Nigerian government, I'm telling you the truth, that let the governor of Abia State go and listen to all that happened in the court. Let this Bishop Ikechukwu go and listen to all that happening. Stop appealing to Opus Odima. Opus Odima to do what? Just some wicked to do what? What are you talking? Eh? Have you forgotten that these people are responsible for the killing of our people? Ugwani, Pitamba, can defend the IPOB men. Recently, there was a circulation that some 2 priests were killed, that the IPOB were responsible. Arise News carried out fake news. The Catholic Church came out and said it's not true. That one of them died of natural causes. He was sick. The other one's only still being investigated. That's how they paint us black. A bastard like Oge Terry, who is a son of an Hausa man that is talking trash, will be there blaming IPOB. IPOB they have never seen anything connected to them in killing people. Even the Nigerian government is accusing IPOB for going to America to convince Trump against what's going on in Nigeria. If what's going on in Nigeria is a lie, why did Trump accept it? And when he told Tinubu, why did Tinubu turn around now to ask the soldiers to go and work? Why did he remove the chief of defense staff and put in another person? All that now. I have to make this broadcast. Biafrans, Don't be deceived by this Bishop Ike. Doesn't make sense. Whatever Bishop Ikechukwu is saying does not make sense. Don't try to come and demonize Nnamdi Kanu in the name of peace and using wisdom to make him a better man. Are you better than Nnamdi Kanu? You're not better than him. God saw you and called Nnamdi Kanu to do this job. You cannot pay the price. If 800 billion is released to you as a bishop, you change your life. You are talking about one Nigeria. Biafrans, be very careful. Don't be carried away. Do very well to process information in your mind before giving somebody thumbs up. God bless you. God bless you. Have a nice day. This is Emeka Livingstone.